We mean it when we say to you that we are always with you. We are aware of where you stand in relationship to everything that you want. And we, and others like us, those inner beings that exist in your vortex, are aware of where you are in relationship to what you want and are offering constant inclinations. It sort of goes like, since we see where you are and we know what you want, if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would go this way. And it's not just a projection of thought that we're offering you, because we have access to your muscles. We have access to the cells of your body. We have access to the thoughts that you are thinking. In other words, that influence, that impulse that you receive is that impulse that is us within you. So when you recognize that we are within you and that we are giving you an impulse to go this way, in your most relaxed state, you will go that way. And when you go in the direction of that which is inspired from within, it is our promise that you are about to rendezvous with something that you have been looking for. And when that happens, the thing that we want you to say to yourself is this: I received an impulse. I trusted it, and it paid off. Play that game for a week, and you will be free of resistance forevermore. So, whether you know it or not, you are synthesizing life, and you are giving birth to new desires, and you're fulfilling your reason for being, because you are reaching into what is and asking for more, even if you don't put it into those words. And the source within you is always doing its part by riding the rocket of your desire, holding fast to the new idea, and finding vibrational resonance with it, and focusing completely and singularly upon it, meaning no split energy, holding it for the ready manifestation that you are calling fulfillment of whatever it is you've been asking for. So step 1 happens without you knowing it, and step 2 isn't your work anyway. But step 3 is what we are calling the art of allowing, is your work. And that work is, you must, if you want to feel good. You must, if you want to find resonance with who you are. You must, if you want to fulfill your reason for being. You must find a way of being a vibrational match to what you have, through your life's work, put into your vortex, into this vortex of creation. You must find a way of becoming a vibrational match to this idea, to this newness that you desire. You must find a way to feel prosperous even before the money comes, or the money can't come. You must find a way to feel clarity even in confusion. And you might say, well, that doesn't sound that easy. And we say, it's easier than you have been believing it to be. Because you have the ability to find the thought of something. You don't need the manifestation of it first. Many people say, well, show it to me and then I'll believe it. And we say, we understand that because there are plenty of people around you showing you things, but often you find a way of still not believing it for yourself. You believe it because someone is experiencing it, but you often don't believe it for yourself, you see. We want you to understand that you cannot wait to see it before you believe it. And if you will find a way of believing it before you see it, then it must show itself to you. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. It's just a practiced thought. We've been talking about this vortex. You get it, don't you? Conceptually, it's an idea that you can wrap your thoughts around. And we've been letting you know that there is potentially a vibrational gap between who you really are, which is the done deal, the vibrational doneness, it's done, it's done, it's done, and what you have so far allowed to manifest because of what's going on vibrationally. And Esther said to Jerry the other day, you know, I realize that I've loved the idea of the vortex, and I have wanted to be in it as much as I can. So I have been approaching my reality by trying to think the thoughts that make me align with my vortex. Makes sense. Look for things to appreciate. Look for things to bask about. If I find myself feeling negative about something, pivot from it. Say to myself, I know what I don't want. What is it that I do want? Which is a logical approach to lining up with your vortex. But Esther said, this last week or so, it has flipped for me, because now I get it that if I let the vortex and what it means and how it feels be all that I'm thinking about, then in establishing my relationship with the vortex, and every day I'm in it many times, if I milk my vortex when I'm in it, if I keep it going when I'm there, if I find myself on a happy thought and I rampage it longer, if I let my vortex be my undivided intention, if I let my vortex be what I'm reaching for, I now get it, she said, that my vortex affects my manifestation. It's a different way of approaching it. In other words, what we want you to gather as a result of the conversation that we're having here today, and as a result of what's going to go on in your lives in the next hours and days and weeks, as a result of what you pick up from this leading edge conversation, what you're going to come to know is that you have complete control over every manifestation that happens in your life if you approach it from inside the vortex.